Alright everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So this video is going to be focused on two Alliance War fights, right? So I want to be plain about this. I have one fight that is a Cheelith fight, and it's on Node 3, Never Back Down. I think recently I put out a short, which actually got a little traction, and I appreciate that. Thank you, because I'm just jumping back into this. It was Yondu on Node 3, Never Back Down, and he cooked, right? Awesome. And I've always said that I thought that, well, I don't know. Well, I think that Warlock, my rank 3 Warlock, was just as useful, right? Previously, I've been using Magneto with White Mag synergy on Node 3 for Yelena below, right? And I've had mixed results with that. I did it in the off season and it took multiple deaths. I did it during the season, and I think there was one time I gave up like maybe 5 or 6 deaths, but I generally feel as though Warlock is a better option for the fight because you can basically just you can parry, and just by parrying or blocking or hitting into her block, you can build up those charges and keep you can build up those charges. You can keep that regen in control and finish off the fight. I've still struggled with Sentinel on that same fight, but all that to say that the fight here is I have a Warlock at a rank 3, and it's against Cheelith, which to me it sounded like it was an easy fight, right? I debated, I went back and forth on whether I should bring up on whether I should bring up Warlock to rank 4 for the fight, and I ultimately decided, hey, if I take him to rank 3 and I boost, then I should be fine. So I did that, and I'll just kind of I'll speed through the fight a little bit, or I'll let you watch how it plays out. I timed out, and it sucked because it was a fight that I could have taken, and the thing is, I still believe that I could have taken that fight with Warlock at rank 3. Now, out of rage, I took him out to rank 4. But the thing is, and I guess I wanted to use this as a chance to kind of teach a lesson, right? It's not just knowing the champion, it's knowing the node. Because I think my issue here was the fact that I was not using the node to my advantage. Because I really didn't let the lack of regen build up, I guess, that whatever the node is that enhances the strength or the damage, I didn't let that work in my favor. So as a result, I timed out. Immediately after this war, I took Warlock to rank 4, and this was the reason. It was really one death. I think we still won this war. So it really didn't hurt us that much, or even if we lost, it was just it was one death on my part. So, but either way, I learned that lesson early on. And I think it kind of goes back to say, like, listen to the people in your alliance. If you don't know, ask. I think I'm the type of person that I've done this node enough to where I feel like I know it and I know who works and who doesn't work. But this is definitely a case where I might have had this, probably should have had that conversation to figure out how to do the fight. So the next fight I have coming up is a fight with Count Nefaria versus Deathless Thanos. But I want to give a break in that action to show a picture of a dinosaur that I bought for my son for Christmas. It's the cutest little dinosaur. Well, it's not little, but it's pretty big. Either way, I'm gonna show a picture of it. You're gonna act like you like it because it's from my kid. So same node 3, Never Back Down. I went in with Count Nefaria, whatever, and an Iron Man synergy. The Iron Man synergy to decelerate. How it helps, if it helps, I don't know. The important thing here is that Count Nefaria is cracked for this specific node. I won't do much talking. The fight is not that long, but I'll just say it. So 3 of the best champs for node 3 is going to be Sentinel with White Mag synergy, Warlock, and Count Nefaria, whatever. Between the 3 of them, they give you everything that you need to get that heal block. And I'm sorry, let me not forget about the new GOAT. Like the 4 of them can give you everything you need. Yondu's Yondu's heal block on his SP1 gives you more than enough time to kind of keep it up, keep it going, and keep reapplying that heal block and building up your damage. But Count Nefaria, whatever, he is perfect for this because, well, for certain fights for this. You will more than likely finish the fight with a full health bar. And even if you do take damage, you see here there might be a few times where I mistime the hits and Deathless Thanos goes unstoppable. But I don't care because I'm regenning most of the time anyway. When the fight ends, I'm surprised that it ends so quickly and Deathless Thanos is on the floor knocked out and I'm sitting there with a full health bar. Good times. Long story short, war win. Well, no, I'm sorry. I won this fight, but we lost the war. I won this battle, we lost the war. Our season has kind of been iffy because it just seems like some people aren't really into it. Some people aren't really trying to necessarily learn their nodes. And it's not that they don't care. It's just that some people just aren't really into taking the time to learn how to interact with a node. And I mean, even you can even say that for me in a certain aspect in terms of my previous fight and how I handled it. Because if I would have taken a second to think during the fight how I was going about the fight, then I definitely could have finished off that Cheelith fight without having to time out, heal up, and go back in. But that's it for, I think, both of these fights. And I think at this point, there might be 6 or 7 days left in this Alliance War season. I'm one of the people who is a big fan of this version of Alliance War because in the regular Alliance War, I'm back up. And if you're in an alliance where communication necessarily isn't where you want it to be, then it's really hard to be back up. And that's not necessarily knocking my alliance. It's just me saying, like, everybody has lives, not everybody has kids, but everybody has things that are more important than a video game. And to some people, they kind of equate that differently, and I'll just leave it at that. But it's hard to kind of get people to communicate when some people are worried about their jobs, some people are worried about their kids, some people are worried about getting to school, whatever the case may be. Long story short, not to go off get on a soapbox or a violin or whatever, but I'm really a big fan of this war because I don't have to wait on anybody. I literally see my fight, go in, knock it out, and go about my day. So I might be one of the few people that says, like, kudos to Gabam for this format. Anytime it comes back, I'm excited for it. And yeah, like I'm a fan of the big thing war, whatever it's called. So keep it going. But outside of that, I do want to say, I guess I'm taking this as a chance for a channel update. I did a test live stream earlier this week. Everything kind of went well. I got some feedback. Thank you for the 2 people who joined that stream and gave me feedback. I really do appreciate that, and it's fun to kind of be back in this community, interact with people, and just kind of put out content. And I hope that I can. My plan is to do at least 1 video a week and 1 live stream a week. That live stream will probably happen on the weekend because that's when my kids are napping and I'm between class and work. But I might pop up for maybe a half an hour, 45 minutes during the week. But let me know in the comments if you take this node 3. Who do you use? Are my big 4 your big 4? Is there anyone else that works perfectly for this node that I'm not thinking about? Or maybe who are your best champs for this war format? Who do you like using? But either way, thanks for checking me out. Thanks for coming by the channel. Feel free to catch me in a live stream. Feel free to comment on this. I'll make sure I comment back to everyone. Outside of that, thank you guys. Have a good day.